Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Studies with Joy. So today we're going to continue with 10th standard English and we are going to start with Unit 2 and we are going to do today 2.1 Animals poem. It's a very interesting poem. I hope that you will like it. So now we are going to do Animals poem. So this poem is related to animals because you all got to know from the title itself. So it's a very interesting because everyone loves animals. Most of you loves your animals, and some of you would also having a pet at your home also. So animals and humans share a very good relationship. But in this poem, the author is telling us that he feels more good with the animals instead of being with the humans. So that only he is expressing his views, and he is telling us that animals have more good qualities than humans, and humans had those qualities but they have left them at a very far before time. Okay, so and also in this video I'm going to give you the warming up questions answers and also the English workshop questions answers. So stay tuned for the whole video, and also I'm going to give you the appreciation of this poem. So now let's first start with the poem. So before starting with the poem, now let's first do the warming up section so that we get a little bit warmed up and ready for this poem, and a little bit information about animals also, because we are going to do the animals poem. So first question is, get into pairs and attempt the following. So first, the more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Mark Twain. So this is said by Mark Twain, and discuss with your partner what Mark Twain means from the above quote. So this is a quote given by Mark Twain, and we have to discuss with our partner that what he wants to say in this quote, what he wants to express. So what would be the answer for this? According to me, what I think is the writer Mark Twain expresses his views saying that the more he learns about people, he finds that they are dissatisfied, frustrated, trampling over others, and still not happy. As a result, he likes his dog more, by which he means that animals are always happy and satisfied, thus better than human beings. So he likes his dog who is loyal, beautiful, playful, and uncomplicated, whereas the humans are not. So this is the meaning of this quote. What Mark Twain wants to say from this, what he wants to express, his feelings. So now let's move on to question number 2. Put the following attributes or abilities given below in the proper circles. So here these are 3 circles, not 3 circles, 2 circles and a common part between them. So here first one is human, second one is animal, and between them the common part is common to both humans also and animals also. So we have to decide which is common to both, which is only for humans, which is only for humans and animals. So let's do it. It's a very simple activity. We will do it quickly. Let's see. First one is self-control. So obviously self-control will be in humans only. If animal would have self-control, then they would be good than humans also. So self-control comes in humans. So I would be writing here H. Then comes love and care. It will be also it will be for both. B. It will be for both. Then comes communicates. It will be only for humans because animals cannot communicate. You all, but animals cannot communicate with us. Then comes next one is good manners. It is again humans. Then good manners से पहले एक था cooks. Cooks is for also humans only because humans can only cook. The animals cannot cook. Then F has 360-degree vision. That is only possible for animals. Shows gratitude. That is again it's a common one. Then lives for more than 150 years. This is only possible for animals. If it swims, it is common. Learns computing, it is only for humans. Worships God, it's only humans that worships God. If animals would have worshipped God, then what would it be? It's very different to imagine. You just imagine. Then learns, sleeps in standing position, only for animals. Stands up immediately. This will be for, according to me, it's both. So sorry. It's not both. It's only for animals. Then brings up children. This is for both. Then belongs to vivid species after birth. Belongs to vivid species after birth could be animals, because animals have a lot of various species that they belong to. So it could be, the answer should be for this is animals. Now with this we complete this question number 2. Now let's go forward to question number 3. At times, especially when you are frustrated, you wish you were an animal, or a bird, or a fish, or a butterfly, and not a human being. Say which of the above you would choose to transform to, and give 3 or 4 reasons for your choice. बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता है कि जब हम लोग को ऐसा फील होता है कि काश मैं एक पंछी होता, काश मैं ये होता, काश मैं ये होता, काश मैं इंसान नहीं होता. ऐसे बहुत बार जब हम लोग बहुत गुस्से में होते हैं तब ऐसा हमें फील होता है. तो ऐसा जब फील होता है हमें, तो वही कि हमें ऐसा लगता है ये हम लोग शायद इंसान नहीं होते, हम लोग को ये होना चाहिए था, बर्ड होना चाहिए था, बटरफ्लाई होना चाहिए था, वो कितनी अच्छी, तो मैं वो काश होता. तो ऐसा हम लोग बहुत बार फील होता है. बट ये एक फीलिंग रॉन्ग होनी, क्योंकि द ह्यूमन इज़ द मोस्ट वाइज मैन एंड इट्स आवर प्लेजर दैट वी गॉट द बर्थ ऑफ अ ह्यूमन. सो बट जब आप कौन सा बनना चाहते थे, अगर आप ह्यूमन नहीं होते तो क्या बनना था, ये आपको पूछा है. सो अगर मेरी बात करो, सो आई विश I could be a bird, want to fly high and high. This would give me an insight into how the earth exists. I would also learn the life of birds, attain knowledge of their lives. I would move with them, converse with them while flying in the air, sitting on trees free from the life full of human affairs. Oh God, please grant me this life. Okay, so this was my opinion. And let's go to question number 4. We come across many animals in our vicinity. We have also read about different animals in books. Make a list of all animals that fall under various categories. One is given for you. So we have to make list of various categories animals. We have to give some you have to write. One has been given to you. They're like amphibians are frog, mammals, cow, wild animals lion, aquatic animals octopus, then pet animals cat. So some more we have to add. You can add many you have known from your childhood. You are learning about these animals. So I am giving you some. In amphibians you can write also salamander. In mammals you can also write yak, buffalo, human beings. Wild animals you can write tiger, fox, bear. Aquatic animals you can write fish, turtle, seahorse, seal. Then pet animals you can write dog, horse, rabbit, tortoise. Alright, so this was some more I have given you. You can write much more. So now we finished with this all parts of warming up. Now let's start with our today's poem. Now let's know something. Let's have information about the poet of the poem. Walt Whitman. So Walt Whitman is the poet of this poem and a major figure in early American poetry. In an age when all poetry was rhymed and metrical, Whitman made a break with tradition and wrote a revolutionary new kind of poetry in 3 verse. He was a non-conformist in all respects, including his social life. So, Walt Whitman is known for his poems written in the free verse style, because at that time, when he was born, at that time almost all poems were written in rhythmic metric that are a rhyming pair, rhyming scheme जिनमें थी, वैसे ही फॉर्मेट में वो लिखी जाती थी. बट वॉल्ट विटमैन ने कुछ नया शुरू किया and he had that courage to start that, and he had started free verse in which there was no rhyme scheme, no rhyming pairs. And but then also it's a poem. It is like a narration. Okay, he was a non-conformist. Okay, the poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, what he finds complicated and false. So the poet is telling us that he feels more good to be with animals than humans, because animals are more loyal, more caring, and they are not complicated and false like humans. And he is expressing that only in his whole poem. And the poet here desires to live among the animals because they are serene, calm and self-contented. Now let's start. I will explain you one by one line. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. So here the poet desires to live among the animals because they are serene and calm and self-contented. They are not dissatisfied. And okay, so here he also says that काश वो एक एनिमल बन जाता, काश वो एनिमल ही बन जाता, उनके साथ ही रहता, like an animal. He could have lived the life of an animal with animals. They are so placid. Placid means not easily upset. बात बात पे upset नहीं हो जाना. Self contained, that means self sufficient. उन्हें किसी के सामने ऐसे हाथ नहीं फैलाने पड़ते जब ज़रूरत पड़ी, जब ज़रूरत नहीं है तब उसे फेंक देना. That is all that he is saying. And he is saying that he wishes to be an animal. I stand and look at them long and long. So he stares at them long and long for a long time. How they do everything, how it's differently their life is. They are so free. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. He's saying that the animals do not never cry for their conditions. Do not ever, उनको कभी ऐसा रोना नहीं पड़ता अपने कर्मों के लिए, मतलब या फिर उनकी सिचुएशन के लिए हम बोल रहे हैं, क्योंकि जो अभी कंडीशन है, उनकी जो प्रॉब्लम आई है उनकी लाइफ के लिए, उसके लिए वो ऐसे रोते ही नहीं है. दे डू नॉट स्वेट एंड वाइन फॉर देयर कंडीशन. दे डू नॉट क्राई फॉर द कंडीशंस लाइक ह्यूमंस. कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम आया तो रोना धोना चालू हो जाता है. मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों? वाई गॉड ओनली मी? व्हेन यू गेट हैप्पीनेस, वाई डोंट यू आस्क दैट एट दैट टाइम, वाई गॉड ओनली मी, वाई ओनली आई गॉट द हैप्पीनेस? So at that the problem of time, you have no right to ask, because you are also not asking in your happiness time. So that's why here we should always in this life, in your own life, when you will face problems, you will face problems. Never anyone's life is not like that. He has not faced any problem. Each and every person will face at least many problems. It could be so many, but you will have problems in your life also. So you need to be calm. You need to be not crying for your condition at that time. You need to find a solution for your condition, for your problem. Do not cry or have a dispute between inside only, with your family only for this problem. You just at that time you have to discuss and correct your mistake. You have to find a solution for your problems. So do not sweat and whine about your condition. So animals do not never do like that, but humans always sweat and whine about their conditions. एक दूसरे के सामने से बोलते रहते, मेरा तो ऐसा ही ये तो ऐसा ही ये. That is all whining about your condition. That's wrong. You have something that a person lower than you doesn't have. So think that way. Another person is not having. You are having a bicycle. Don't think that you don't have a bike. I think that another person is not even having a bicycle too. He has to walk a long way. So always remember this, that someone is there who doesn't have that also that you have today. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. So the animals do not lie awake in the dark. So रात भर जाके अपने कर्मों के लिए, अपने पापों के लिए रोते नहीं हैं animals. Sins means पाप, bad work. So उसके लिए they do not cry for their sins, what they have done. Oh, what I did, I've done this and that. Alright, so they do not do so. And then comes that they do not make me sick. Make my sick means disgust me, discussing their duty to God. So they always, humans have a very good habit of discussing their duty to God. You should do this for God, you should do this. All the superstitious beliefs humans want to do for their God. This is their, what we can say, nature only humans. So the unnecessary things are also, belief is good. Inside God, there is a belief, there is a power, I also believe. But over than belief, it's not good at all. You are just going superstitious. And that's a wrong thing to do. And they make me sick. That's disgusting, it feels. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Demented means mad. Mania means craze. So no one is dissatisfied. So not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented. Here the poet says that all human beings are almost dissatisfied only. They are always unhappy, demented with the mania of owning things. They want that, they want this, they are. But animals are very satisfied. They do not lie awake at night and weep for their sins. They do not make others sick discussing their duties towards God. They are equal in sorrow and happiness. The poet has a deep desire to learn from the animals since they show their deep concern with them. They gave him respect in the shape of a token and show their plain feelings. Not one kneels to another nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. So, the kind means like ancestor of humans. We pray for them. We kneel to them. Why? We even kneel to a हम लोग के स्वार्थ के लिए ना हम लोग कुछ भी करते हैं. जो हमारे दुश्मन है उसके सामने भी हाथ जोड़ के गिड़गिड़ाएंगे. स्वार्थ खत्म हुआ उसके पीठ में एक खंजर खोक देंगे. ऐसा ही है ह्यूमंस का नेचर. फॉर योर ओन वर्क यू विल बी डूइंग एनीथिंग फॉर दैट मैन एंड आफ्टर योर वर्क इज डन you will not even recognize him. This is the way that humans do, and they always beg. They always beg or kneel to another human for their own. We can say for their own खुद के स्वार्थ के लिए. So animals are not like that. That they beg to each other for their own self. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So no human is as respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. All animals are very nice that they do not. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि उनके में रिस्पेक्ट का मैटर के वजह से झगड़ा हो. मेरे को इतनी इज्जत होनी चाहिए, मेरी इज्जत का क्या होगा, मेरा ये क्या होगा, समाज में क्या होगा, मेरी इज्जत नहीं रहेगी, ये दे डू नॉट थिंक अबाउट दैट. Animals are just the way they are like that only. So animals are not respectable, not unhappy also. If you are respectable, you are also unhappy at the sometimes, because respect you need to maintain. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. So humans also have a very mania of owning respect also, that I should get respect more than him. Jealousy, these are all vices of humans. And the animals show their relations to me and I accept them. They are so polite. They are so means they are equal in sorrow and happiness. All animals are equal in sorrow and happiness. And the poet has a deep desire to learn from the animals since they show their deep concern with him. So they bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. Evince means what? Show. So evince means show. So they bring me tokens of myself. वो good qualities. Now here tokens is डायरेक्टली कंपेयर्ड विद गुड क्वालिटीज़. तो उनके अंदर जो गुड क्वालिटीज़ है वो मुझे दिखती है, जो मेरे में भी कहीं ना कहीं थी बट वो मेरे में अब नहीं है. वो मेरी ही क्वालिटीज़ अपने आप में दिखाते हैं मुझे. दे एम प्लेनली इन देयर पोजेशन. आई वंडर वेयर दे गेट दोज टोकन्स. टोकन्स हियर मीन्स हियर वर्च्यूज लाइक इनोसेंस, सिंप्लिसिटी, कंटेंटमेंट एक्सेट्रा. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently dropped them? The poet is thinking that he is quite surprised at their qualities and he wants to earn these qualities, though he had dropped them carelessly somewhere along the way in his life. Okay, so this was the whole poem and I have given you all the explanation that in my own best way that how could I explain you. And now let's go forward towards the English workshop questions. Question number 1A. Match the words given in table A with the meanings to table B. It's very simple question. I'm giving you the answers. Note it down. Okay, it's a very simple one. So I'm not showing the direct answer. I'm giving you just orally only. So first one, let's see. Wine. So what is the answer for wine? Everyone think it. It's very simple. So you do not need to think a lot. So just see the options, you will get to know. As I have explained, you would have known till now. So for wine, the answer is complain in an annoying way. B. Sin, answer is an offense against religious or moral law. Then third, dissatisfied means state of discontentment. 4. Mania, here it means mental illness. 5. Negligent, here it means failing to take proper care. So this was the answer for question number 1A. Now let's do question number 1B. So question number 1B is find adjectives from the poem which refer to positive and negative thinking. So I will give you some adjectives. Only 3 you need to write here. So positive and negative thinking means positive thinking को कौन promote करते हैं, ऐसे adjectives दो, ऐसे words. And negative को कौन से promote कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर poem में, you give that type of adjectives. So in positive you can write placid, self-contained, respectable. And negative, demented, dissatisfied, unhappy. Okay. With this, let's go to question number 2 firstly. Complete the following. First one, the poet wishes he could dash. So here the answer for this is the poet wishes he could turn and live with animals. Second one, animals do not complain about their conditions. Third one, animals do not merely discuss their duty to God. Their duty to God, here is the answer. Fourth one, animals are not crazy dash about to the mania of owning things. About the mania of owning things. This is the answer. Let's go to next one. Third one, state whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, so here first one, animals are self-reliant. It's true. Okay, first one is true. Second one, animals quarrel for their possessions. It is absolutely false because they do not have any possession. So how can they quarrel? Okay, then next is third one, animals do not worship other animals. True, they do not worship other animals for like humans. Humans worship their ancestors also. Humans have given up many good qualities. True, it's again true. Then animals suffer humiliation. False, it is false. Then the poet has retained all his natural virtues. Again, it's false. Okay, so we completed this question also. Now let's go to next one. Question number 4. With the help of the poem, find the differences between animals and human beings. So we have to give some points which show that there are some differences between human beings and animals, and very important one points, not common scientific points. With the help of poem, we have to write this. So I am giving you some points, write it down. First one, here it is given, always complain about their condition, never complain about anything. But in human beings, write the second one. Sweat and whine about their conditions. And the animals, second one would be exactly opposite to that. Do not whine about their conditions. In human beings, third point will be humans lie awake at night and weep for their sins. Animals do not weep for anything that and they sleep peacefully. In human beings, fourth point, humans make each other sick by discussing their duties to God. In animals, fourth point, animals do not have any God and do not make the poet sick discussing their duties to God. Simple. This main difference you all know. Now let's do the question number 5. Read the text again and complete the web highlighting the good values or habits which we can learn from animals. So we have to write some animals good values and habits that we can learn from animals. Okay, so let's do this question quickly. But first of all, there is one given to you that they are placid and self-contained. So which is given, you cannot rewrite it in any other form also. Since you cannot rewrite its synonyms also because it is given first only. So do not repeat that and do not use same meaning words only again and again, because it is again showing that you are using same meaning words that can cut your marks also. So here you can write in one of the boxes that they are contented and simple. This is a point. Then you can write innocence. Write innocence. Then you can write respectable. Then they don't weep for anything. Then you can write don't kneel before another animals. Okay. Then you can write they do not sweat or whine for the conditions. And then these are some points you can write. Okay. Then some more is there that they treat everyone equally. They are not like humans who treat everyone unequally. Who is more important? Someone is like that. So they treat everyone equally, okay, and you can write that they are not crazy about owning things. These are some points you can write. Now let's go to question number 6 quickly. Find out lines from the poem that are examples of following figures of speech. First one, repetition. What you will write? I stand and look at them long and long. Here long is repeated, that's why it is repetition. So write this one. Second one, alliteration. They brings they bring me tokens of myself. Here the sound of the letter T is repeated for better poetic effect. Third one, hyperbole. No one is respectable or unhappy over the whole world. This is hyperbole. Hyperbole is a figure of speech in which the poet exaggerates this statement. Means कुछ ज़्यादा ही बड़ा चढ़ा के बोलना कि I am at 10 I have done a 10,000 work in such 2 hours only. मतलब बड़ा चढ़ा के हम लोग बोलते हैं, हमने इतना कर दिया, मैंने 1000 बार तेरे को बोला होगा. एक्चुअली हमने रियल में 1000 बार नहीं बोला, बट वी आर जस्ट making it exaggerated. That is hyperbole. Then now let's go to question number 7, which is again related to figures of speech. Identify the figures of speech in the following lines. First one, I stand and look at them long and long. I told you now only, it's repetition. Second one, they do not sweat and whine about their condition. Personification. The third one, they do not make me sick, discussing their duties to God. It is alliteration. Fourth one, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Metaphor. Fifth one, they bring me tokens of myself. Alliteration. Sixth one, no one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Hyperbole. So with this, we completed question number 7 also. Question number 8 is, read the poem again and write the appreciation of the poem in a paragraph format with the help of given points. So answer of this question I hope that you can see on your screen, and I've given you a very simple appreciation, so you can write it down. Now let's do question number 9. Divide the class into 2 groups. One group should offer points in favor of views and the other against counter views. The topic life of an animal is better than that of a human being. So view and counter view you have to give, and you have to later use the points to express your own views in paragraph format in your notebook. So here the students to attempt on their own with the following points. So I am giving you some points. Okay. So first one is you can write on the basis of the strengths, weakness of animals and human beings. Then second point you can write great companions. इसके बेस के ऊपर तुम लोग लिख सकते हो. Third point, unconditional love. Fourth point, unbreakable bond. Fifth point, gives comfort and love self-contented. Okay. So with this we completed this poem and also the English workshop questions and warming up questions. Thanks for watching. If you like my video, then do subscribe my channel and do not forget to also press the bell icon button.